Hey guys, I am going to be doing a live stream about a book review, and the reason I'm doing this live is because, well, not only is this kind of a book review, but it's also a kind of critique about the diet in general, and just some of the things the author says, and just I don't really know what to describe it. It's kind of like also kind of me kind of being realistic in how I feel about this in general as far as getting people to do the specific diet. And this is the Engine 2 diet book. And this is by Rip Esselstyn, who is the son of I believe he's a cardiologist. His name's Caldwell Esselstyn, and Rip and Caldwell Esselstyn believe in a plant-based diet, that is the best diet for humans, and that we should strive for that specific diet. You know, I kind of agree with him, and so he made this book along with some, and it also has recipes in it, and he talks about the benefits of a plant-based diet and things like that. And to review the book, I liked it. I thought it was really interesting. There weren't a lot of, I guess, health, as much as health, you know, like, for example, becoming vegan, that focused on the health aspect. There's all these charts and things like that, but with this book, it was, it talked about ways to do the diet, and I like that there was like a quote-unquote modified, what I'm going to call a modified version, and then there was the whole thing. And basically, this is a plant-based diet, but without any added sugars or even oil. They do not like oil, any type of oil, but whether it be canola oil or olive oil. Now, I really thought it was interesting to read some of the stories, but again, some of this is just anecdotal. I don't know how many people really stuck to this diet or not, because he gave all these stories, but I really don't know how long someone stuck for the long term. But overall, this book is a really good read if you're into that stuff. But this is where I have some issues with this book, as far as the oh gosh, I can't really think today. I don't think he's being realistic. And what some of the things he's saying, he's like, get your friends and family to do this. My friends and family aren't gonna do this. I know, because I've asked them. And they think I am bat crap crazy. They're not gonna do this. I mean, just get your friends and family. That's not gonna happen for me. You know, and I know, because I've asked them, and I mean, a lot of it was he kind of built himself up, how awesome he was, and that he was on this plant-based diet. And I really do not think if you gave this book to what I'm gonna call a hardcore meatitarian, they're gonna think you're and this is just from what I've experienced, they're gonna think that you are like you've lost it. And I know because I've had experiences, not with this particular diet, but just other things, and it's just automatic, like, pushing away, you know, and that makes me kind of sad. I'm sorry, it just makes me kind of sad, but the average person isn't gonna try this. And that's just from what I experienced. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section. Or the chat, or whatever. How do I view the chat? I don't know how to do it on an iPad. But they're not gonna... The average person is probably not gonna do this diet. They're not. You know, if I'm wrong and someone out there tried this and they were what I'm gonna call a meatitarian and they tried this diet, I seriously want to know. But from my experience in talking to people, the dude's not being realistic. You know, get your friends and family on board. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen with my friends and family and colleagues that I know. It's not. Okay? Like, come on. Just that thing is like, that kind of bothered me, because it's like, it's not, you know, it's not realistic, and especially if you're the only one doing it. I've read in various YouTube comments where they said it was the consistency that they struggled with, and that the family was not supportive at all. And there's no way. It's really difficult when you don't have a good support system in anything you're doing to really do a good job at it and to stick with it. And also with this diet, I mean, it's hard to find regular vegan options at restaurants. I mean, without oil, I mean, they use oil in everything. There's no way. And it's kind of a hit or miss with this whole book. It's kind of a hit or miss. And it's a really short read, so if you want to read it, it's only 120 pages, and the rest is just recipes, which is very helpful. I like, because some of those books, they're just like, okay, you get rid of this, 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 and this, and then people, especially in this society and other Western European societies, they're just like, okay, then what the crud do I eat? And so I like that there's recipes in here. I know I'm going to be all over the place, but I try not to see things as black and white. So I see kind of the good and the bad, so I'm going to be all over the place with this. And I tried this for a little bit, and then I had a craving for French fries. But I need to start over. I'm going to start over and do this. And I felt really good, but I think for a lot of people, from the experience I've had talking to people, I don't think people are going to do this. I know, because I've talked to people, and I've actually told someone, I'm not going to call people out, because that's not how I do things. And I've said, hey, do you want to try this diet with me, blah, blah, blah. I might as well have told them, hey, let's run around the city naked, and, you know, and the way they reacted, I might as well have told them, hey, let's go run around the city naked, or hey, let's go to the moon, it's not that far, or something crazy. And so it's gonna be, it's not as easy as he says to get people on board. This diet, and I see how there could be good results. I mean, I felt fine. I'm not checking things because I don't think I really need to yet. I'm not at that stage yet where I need to be checking like such and such. So where I probably need to get blood work done, but I haven't yet. But I did not feel like weak or anemic or any crazy thing like that. So, but I need to do it. I'm gonna try and do it again and maybe fight the power and not go to my nearest burger place and get French fries. So, I did like his exercise program in theory because it's just basic stuff that anyone can do. You can do it in the privacy of your own home. You don't have to worry about the gym. I know some people are very intimidated by the gym. I don't like the gym. I feel really weird, and I would just rather do exercises at home. I'd rather just dance around my apartment like a nerd with my Bluetooth headphones. And so these are exercises that you can do at home and not have to worry about the intimidation of the gym. So I really enjoyed that. And what else did I like? I liked that there was like 100 pages of nothing but recipes. I thought that was really interesting. I haven't tried a lot of his recipes. No, I don't think I've tried any. Wait, yes, I have. I've tried the banana ice cream, and that's pretty good. I've tried that from another website, not his website in general. But I have tried making my own ice cream, and it was really good. Well, and I like his message, but the average person, again, from what I've seen, is not going to do this. I know because I've asked people. And they think it's crazy. But anyway, okay, and another thing that I have a problem with is he's advertising this as a diet. If you go to his website, you can actually shop for specialty things like oil-free pizza sauce and stuff like that. So again, he is marketing this. It's a 20-day challenge, and he's marketing this as another diet, which I kind of don't like, because I believe that this kind of diet should be like a big portion of tried, I think it should be longer than 30 days, the 28 days, but that's just my opinion. So yes, I do, believe he is trying to market this as another diet, and I think if his father hadn't been who he is, the really cardiologist that really advocates a plant-based diet, this book probably wouldn't have made it as far as it did, to be honest. And but yeah, what else did I like about the book? I liked the, again, I don't know how true the stories are, and I think with this, you need to try it. Don't just believe everything you hear, and that's with anything. You need to try it. And if you're hearing a story, try and get all of the facts. Because I think, especially it seems like with this type of diet, there's a lot of misinformation about this type of diet, vegan diets in general. And so you need to do your research if you're doing this kind of thing. And I like his message, like part of his message, but I don't know, I'm kind of on two ends. I mean, I know that a lot of people, I think a lot of people would have trouble with this, just from what I've seen and talked to people. I think a lot of people, well, I guess I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm getting all psychology, counselor-y and weird, but I don't understand what it is. People, again, act like I told them to do something. When I say, hey, do you want to try this with me? They act like I told them to do something crazy. And to me, I don't think it's crazy. So I can't wrap my head around it. And I just can't do that. Anyway, I like to... And I think he's coming from a good place. There's actually a documentary called The Engine 2 Kitchen Rescue, and he takes two families and tries to get them on this diet and show the different recipes, some of the different recipes that he makes with this diet, with his recipes, which is really kind of cool. This kind of got me into this book, and reading this book, but and also, I mean, if any of y'all have tried this out, let me know, and I want you on one of my live streams. Or maybe if you have some critique like I do, maybe if you're a meatitarian, like I love that term. My one friend says meatasaur. I think that's so cute. That they're meatasaur, which that sounds hilarious. Let me know. I want you on this live stream, please. And we can discuss this, because I feel really weird talking to myself. Now, yeah, this isn't really a long book. You should be able to finish it really, really soon if you're interested. But yeah, I kind of have mixed feelings about his diet, just because from my experience, and I'm trying not to be negative, but from my experience, a lot of people aren't going to do this, and he just says, hey, just get your friends and family to... That's not gonna happen. that's not, in my case anyway, that is not going to happen. And he seems a lot, like with this diet, he seems a lot more uplifting than some of those other people. I did a rant on the Whole30 diet, and they were just so condescending. It kind of ticked me off. Like, it was just really condescending, but I don't get that from him. Some people might, but I don't. But I just have some, I'm just trying to be realistic with this thing. And I don't think that, I don't think a lot of people would do this diet. I know that, I feel like I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry, guys. What else do I have to say about this book? It's, one thing I just wish people would try it and try this kind of thing instead of just shutting me down, and that kind of makes me sad. I want people to at least try it, and they just immediately shut me down, and I don't like that. And it kind of makes me kind of sad. Immediately, it's kind of frustrating because, I do believe that diet plays a huge role in our health, and I think, I've had other people that eat meat agree with this, because people say, oh, well, you're vegetarian, so of course you're gonna think this way. But I've had meat, and my mother and I were talking about, because I can talk to my mom about anything, and even though we disagree on some things, we don't call each other mofos and things like that. So I love my mom. Anyway, and I think we have a lot of meat, a big meat consumption, and I was telling my my mom, and she kind of agreed. She's like, oh yeah, I think we eat a lot of meat, and we kind of disagree on what meat is. But anyway, and I told her, I said, okay, when you go to Arby's and you have a thing called the Meat Mountain, we have a serious issue. And she goes, I know, it's called the Meat Mountain. And, there's a serious issue when you can go to a restaurant and order something called the Meat Mountain that was not even supposed to be, it was actually a picture on a poster. It wasn't even supposed to be a real thing, and someone ordered the Meat Mountain. Our meat consumption is way up, like, oh my gosh. Okay, so anyway, I wish people would try it. Instead of shutting me down. And if any of you out there have this issue with something, please let me know. Please, just let me know. Because so I don't feel alone in this. And actually, I think it was a few, like, months ago. I'm getting storytelling here. I actually made a pie. I know it sounds it sounds kind of weird, but it turns out really nice. I made a pie, and for the base I used tofu. And I was telling someone about it, and my mom actually tried it, and it was funny, she thought it tasted good, but she thought it was too rich, which is kind of funny, because people think, oh, it's going to be some health crap, but she actually thought it was too rich. And anyway, I was telling someone about this awesomeness, you know, blah, 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 and they go, you know, and this person can be sometimes, and I said, well, I tried it, and I made it, and it turned out really good. And she goes, no, I just don't want to do, no, can't you just eat regular food, you know? And I was like, well, it tastes just the same. It tastes exactly the same. And I bet you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. You know, I go, you can't even tell the difference. She goes, and this is someone that hadn't even tried it at all. And she goes, I'd probably be able to tell the difference. Like, how do you know? You don't even try it. That frustrates me. I'm done. And then I had a friend or a helper at the health food store, and she was telling me about her daughter's decision to go vegan, and her daughter was really young at the time, and this was before the mother was in the health food business, and the mom's like, no, you're not doing that, you're not going vegan, no, you know. And the daughter, being hardcore that she was, she came back with all this research and said that she came back with all this research, and then the mom's like, wow, this is really interesting. You know, I'm going to try it. And she said that she felt the best she ever felt. You know, and the daughter had that kind of support system. And which was really cool, because my mom wouldn't do that. But anyway, I love my mother. I love my mother, but I know she wouldn't do that. But she okay, anyway, we're getting off that topic. And so not the daughter, but the mother met a friend, or had a friend that was really into, like, having all these health problems, dealing with her weight, and blah, blah, blah. And so she's like, well, you know, I felt good on a vegan diet. Have you tried that? She goes, that's crazy. Why would you give up cheese? I couldn't give up cheese and meat. It's like, well, what? You're not just shutting people down. I don't like that. That makes me sad inside. So that's, you know, I'm kind of of two minds with this whole thing, because just from my dealings, I don't think a lot of people are going to do this diet. So if you've tried this, let me know, please. Let me know, and let me know in the comment section, and it will be a lot of fun to talk with you guys in the comment section And I'm sorry I can't read the chat, so I haven't figured that out on the iPad. I should probably get on that. But anyway, so that's really all I want to say about this this book. And okay, sorry about that, guys. That's all I want to say about this book. And so I hope you enjoy this live stream, and have a happy 4th of July if you're from the United States, and if you're not, I hope you're having a great day. And I'm hungry, and I'm going to go get some Beyond Meat burgers. I know that's not part of the system, but it's 4th of July, and I want some Beyond Meat veggie burgers. And no, I'm not being paid by Beyond Meat, by the way. So, have a good 4th of July, or a good day, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye, guys. Yes, I want to stop it.